It's a goal! Can you believe it? It's extraordinary!
Against Gold Coast, the Suns looking for the upset this afternoon, and we are just about ready to get things going. We're underway. Well, the Crows got it out to McKay. Now they've got some numbers forward of the ball. Hampton can share it with Sloan. Started the season so well. Steps back inside. Can give it to the former Giant. And Curtly Hampton kicks the first goal of the game. Because Lynch has popped up at half-back. And again, they just want to move it so quickly.
Texas out.
Otten sends it long in the Walker direction. He's got him behind Leslie. He's taken the mark just inside 50.
2-on-1 forward, he's got to go.
They've got the numbers and they'll go short to Hampton, who's got a chance to kick his second. He hadn't kicked a goal for the Crows coming into today, and now he has got two on the board in the first quarter. Bright start for Curtly Hampton and the Crows.
Well, Lynch, he's been on his heels the last couple of contests.
And free kick out of the contest. And where he's actually playing is probably the position I'd prefer to play. Just on the back shoulder, rely on pressure, hope for the elevated ball.
Matt Crouch with a driving kick in the Walker direction, and he was just too big and strong.
Well worked.
Taylor Walker, he kicked a bag last week, and he's on his way again this afternoon. He's on the board as well. Blows a handball through the pack as well. Eventually Laird got it to Atkins. Now McKay. Wide for Walker, leading Leslie to the footy again. Twisting and turning, sidestepping his way through. Walker sends it to half forward. Otten got rid of his man early.
Great use of the body. Just dropped the shoulder into his opponent.
Atkins, you can't miss him, and you can't miss Eddie Betts either. 6 last week, leading the Coleman medal race in season 2017, and that is a nice finish from Eddie Betts. Back into the corridor was dangerous. Matt Crouch, Sloan. Crouch's kick smothered by Witts. He got it a second time. And here's Knight spinning out of trouble. Brad Crouch for McKay. Time to steady, and Cameron on the burst. Cameron, such a damaging player this season. Can he join in the goal kicking in this first quarter? He certainly can. Some of the big names for the Crows getting involved. They might have worked it out. Lemons, though, barreled over by Otten. And the Crows might be able to counter-attack. Advantage will be paid after the high tackle. Betts and Atkins combine. Open forward line again. Walker. Leslie right there with him. Spins Walker goalward. And time to recover. Wide for Atkins. Corral to the boundary line. McKay. Now to Betts. In the pocket. Didn't have the shot. Squared it up. Did the team thing to Sloan. They've got numbers everywhere, the Crows. And Tom Lynch will finish it off.
Use your closing speed.
Still time for a late one here for the Crows. Atkins long for Otten. Off hands. Out the back, Kolodjasny slipped over. He's rushed it through. This call will be interesting. That's deliberate.
What, there was no pressure there? That's extraordinary.
Did he have time and space before the slip to dispose of it?
Well, but that's irrelevant. He didn't try to knock it through. Then he slipped. There is no more pressure. You're laying on the ground. The ball's 1 metre out. And they're saying he wasn't under immediate pressure.
Saad for Ablett. And his kick is poor, chopped off by Smith.
That missed the intended target by 10 metres.
Smith just sets it up. There's 2 Crows waiting there. Matt Crouch taking an uncontested mark inside 50.
Yeah, it's amazing. You think Rory Sloan was there as well. Take your pick.
Matt Crouch now with disposal number 15. And that kick looks pretty good off the boot. He's got a goal as well. Leslie went to ground. Knight, he was taken high. And he'll get a free kick directly in front. Looking to cement his spot. As you mentioned, Lynch, he's played all 4 games after just 1 last season. And his finish is pretty good. So an immediate response from the Crows. Lever couldn't hang on to the mark. But Laird helps out at ground level. Douglas, Smith.
He's had a big quarter, about 8th touch.
Booming kick back to the hot spot. Witts had to spoil from behind. Saad, did he throw that one away? Knight in the traffic. Sloan hooking back over his shoulder. What a classy finish under pressure from Rory Sloan. firing the handballs through traffic, and they create the opening of the Crows through the middle of the ground. Sloane going long, Otten in the one-on-one, held his man off. He was going to get the free kick, but he's paid the mark, I think. Almost had it in the midst. He had to kick either way, and Otten kicks the goal for the Crows. A long kick by Sloane up in the Otten direction, and he's strong.
And like, he's not a massive man, Andy Otten, he plays on here.
He does, because Atkins is drifting inside 50. He can just stroll to 25, and he can slot the goal. So the Crows start the second half much the way they played the first. Smith got it from McKay. And Douglas back for Millera. Pokes it to half forward. Arbrow left it behind. Walker was too strong in that contest, and that is a driving kick. That was kept just at head height the whole way to Lynch.
Talk about, nah, I wouldn't think there'd
The way
be
you can
any.
turn and
Huge.
just wheel and just bang that one in is a beautiful kick.
Lynch not too bad from this position, from all grounds right through his career, and that holds true there. Lynch kicks his second. Fisted down. Hampton was waiting for it, and now he's trying to bust through a couple of tacklers. He got through twice, and now he's got some support because the overlap is there. Knight for Atkins, wanted the 1-2. Now with Jacobs, already got one in this quarter. Rory Atkins, he's thought about it, tried to poke it over the top. He'll get it back himself. Now Cameron can steady, and they finally split the middle. The Crows moving forward in a wave.
Against a very young, inexperienced GWS team.
He can hit the scoreboard. Out of defence here, Smith throwing himself at it. Miller up for Douglas. Enjoying his milestone game at the moment. Laird goes short, and they find another option with Knight.
On the back of great defensive work.
They've kicked the ton in all 4 games so far. This one will notch the 100 as Knight kicks the goal. He's got his second, and the Crows just scoring at will. Wrapped up. Hampton trying to wrestle it out. Did well to get a handball forward. Menzel thought about kicking it out of the air. Still going Menzel. Betts in the right spot at the right moment. Classic Eddie Betts. And had to spoil in the end. Douglas out of defence. And this is where the Crows can really hurt you. Lynch.
Eddie.
Betts is out the back inside 50. The crowd rising, and Eddie Betts will just stroll into an open goal and help himself to another.
Sam Day.
Out of the middle. Ablett had it knocked away by Sloane. Douglas, the high ball inside 50. Walker wrestling, and out the back, he just held his position, and he can double back and help himself to a goal.
Valuable game. There's that second ruckman as well.
It's been a really even performance up forward for Adelaide with 11 different goal kickers. Still a chance to add to that. Now we see a 50.
Bit of confusion there. I think I presume it's against Archie for going over the mark, but
The defender just does his job each and every week. That is a nice kick off the boot, and he becomes the 12th goal kicker for the Adelaide Crows. Just sets it up to the hot spot. Otten flew. Sloane, wrapped up by Miller, still able to get the handball out. Matt Crouch dumped to the turf. Didn't really dispose of it. Hampton got it to Otten. Menzel was being held. Smith, he was taken high. And they will get a free kick. Brodie Smith lines up, and he joins in the party as well. The Crows piling on the goals at Metricon.
Yeah.
Here's Sloane. Started the game so busily. Smith involved there again. Atkins sends it long. Walker got rid of his man, but it'll spill out the back. Lynch just waiting and poaching a goal. They're doing as they like at the moment, the Crows. Douglas for Matt Crouch. And they're running in numbers again. Sloane for Hampton. He hooks it back. Walker is the target. He's got the position. Leslie did well not to infringe. Menzel waiting down, and he's going to snap a goal. He kicks his second. And now the multiple goal kickers for the Crows are racking up the numbers. Inboard for Douglas. Back for McKay. Now Smith. They've loved using the corridor tonight, the Crows, and Cameron just bobs up again. This time he drills it low, and Otten's on the end of it.
So you've got plenty of options.
Otten at 194 centimetres, Harbrow 178. And there's another goal in the books for the Crows. It's going to be a big win as Otten kicks his second goal. May beckon for the Crows in terms of their numbers directly in front. His kick has sprayed it wide. They would have broken some records in terms of scoring had that one gone through. A tough night for the Gold Coast Suns, but the Adelaide Crows are in form and start the season 5-0 for the very first time in club history.
And they sit on top of the AFL table. They had 13 goal kickers tonight. Great spread. They weren't reliant on one of their key forwards in Tex Walker or Eddie Betts to kick a massive bag.